In example 2 of notes 4.2 day 1, we're asked to sketch a rational function. We don't have to do the analysis, but we are given the skeleton. And by that, I mean we have the vertical asymptotes and their multiplicities, the x-intercepts and their multiplicities, either even or odd, and the y-intercept. We also have a horizontal asymptote shown. It's not drawn all the way across the graph because the graph can, in fact, intersect a horizontal asymptote in the middle. To begin our sketch, let's begin with the x-intercept with odd multiplicity. We know that when we have an x-intercept with odd multiplicity, our graph is going to cross the x-axis. So it can either be going upwards or downwards. If the graph were going upwards through this x-intercept, it would have to turn around and go through the x-axis again to get to the y-intercept. This isn't possible because we do not have another x-intercept in this interval. So we know that our graph is going to be passing through this x-intercept going downward. To the left of the x-intercept, our graph is going to continue upward towards this vertical asymptote with even multiplicity. Once it passes through the x-axis, it's going to go along and eventually go through the y-intercept, and then we need to approach the next x-intercept. This x-intercept has even multiplicity, which means the graph cannot cross through the x-axis here. It must turn around, bounce off the x-axis, and it's going to go downwards towards the next vertical asymptote, the one with odd multiplicity. So we've done the center section of our graph. The vertical asymptote with odd multiplicity means that the graph is going to cross the x-axis, not pass through it, but the ends are going to cross over to the opposite side. So because the graph was shooting downward to the left of this vertical asymptote, it's going to be shooting upwards on the right side, and then our graph is going to approach the horizontal asymptote as x goes to positive infinity. And when we cross the vertical asymptote with even multiplicity, that means both ends shoot in the same direction, so both of them are going upwards. And then our graph, as x goes to negative infinity, will approach that horizontal asymptote.